Welcome to this short explanation of the novel Salaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vannegut, who reflects the life of Billy Pilgrims in the World War II. Salaughterhouse-Five is a powerful anti-war novel by American author Kurt Vonnegut. First published in 1969, it tells the story of Billy Pilgrim, a soldier who becomes stuck in time and experiences moments of his life out of order, including his time as a prisoner of war during the bombing death in World War II. Blending science fiction, dark humor, and deep physiological questions, the novel explores the absurdity of war, the illusion of freedom, and the struggle to find meaning in chaos. With its famous phrase, "So it goes," Vannegut experience or presents a unique and haunting commentary on human suffering and survival. What's happened when a soldier becomes extinct in time? In Slaughterhouse-Five, Vannegut used this idea to explore deep questions about war, fate, and how we deal with death. Let's unpack together. First, the war imaginary as a critique. Vonnegut used vivid and terrifying images like death as one big flame and prisoners in coffin-shaped wagons to show the brutality and humanity of war, urging readers to see its violence clearly. Second, contrast between destruction and mercy. At first, the story shows how war caused death and mess, but later it shows quiet and kind moments, like memories and phrases, "so it goes." This shows a calm way of thinking about death and pain. Third, post-World War II reading reception. After World War II and the atomic bombs, many people were tired of hearing war was good. Vannegut's honest writing about how bad war really is felt true to many readers at that time. First, the emotional impact of the imaginary. Metaphors like death strand as a fire, wagons as a coffins, and chaotic paradise is slaughterhouse still fear, dread, and discomfort, emphasizing war's horror and humanity.
Use of ethos and pathos. Vonnegut builds credibility by referencing real events and his war experience. Effect of repetition. The repeated phrase "so it goes" reinforces the themes of fatalism and the inevitability of death, establishing a resigned, reflective tone throughout the novel. Relevance today. The novel remains powerful today due to its exploration of trauma, war's futility, and emotional honesty. Fate, suffering, and morality. Vonnegut suggests that human suffering is random and inevitable, questioning moral judgment in war while promoting are the texts accepting outlook on life and death. The other point is comparison to modern anti-war works. Like today's wars memorized, Vonnegut combines personal experience, stark imaginary, and ironic tone to critique violence and challenge heroic war narrative.
Okay, let's talk about some of the phrases we can highlight in the novel. The first one is "so it goes." This is the most iconic phrase in the novel. Vannegut uses it every time when someone dies or the dead is mentioned. It reflects the Tralfamadorian philosophy that death is just one moment in time, and life continues elsewhere. It's a way of expressing resignation or acceptance of mortality and tragedy without excessive emotion. The second one is "everything was beautiful and nothing hurts." This line appears in a gravestone in Billy Pilgrim's imagined future. It conveys an idealized view of life and death in stark contrast to the brutality reality of war. It represents the human desire to find a peace and meaning amidst suffering. Unstuck in time. This phrase refers to the protagonist, Billy Pilgrim, who experienced moments of his life out of order. It symbolizes the trauma, particularly the PTSD, post-traumatic disorder, and how memories of war intrude randomly into a veteran's present. It's also a metaphor for the randomness and lack of control in life. Putty wits. This is the absurd phrase because it's a sound of a verb that it makes in the end of the novel after the bombing of the restaurant. As like I said, it means the absurdity and the absurdity of trying to explain or justify the horrors of war. The fifth one is "you were just babies in the war like the one upstairs." It's a spoken phrase by the German guard's wife, referring to the young soldiers in World War. It highlights the youth and vulnerability of soldiers and critiques the romanticism of war. Among the things Pilgrims and not change were the past, the present, and the future. This sixth and last phrase reflects the dramatic worldview of the Tralfamadorians. Suggests fatalism, the belief that individuals lack free will. It underscores Billy's helplessness and Vannegut's critique of war as something beyond individual control.